Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another gameplay impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Undernight Inbirth EXE:late. I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce this title, but that's how I'm going to go with it, so deal with it. We're playing this on the PlayStation 3. I'm not sure if it's a PlayStation 3 exclusive or not, to be completely honest, because I don't remember. This title was sent to me by NISAmerica so that I could give it a look, tell you guys my opinions on it. One of the reasons why I wanted to take a look at it is because fighting games is something that I haven't really tackled in the past all that much. And to be completely honest, the reason behind that is because I'm not very good at fighting games, and fighting games tend to be incredibly technical. So it is just something that is not too much in my repertoire. So I wanted to, test it out and see how I do in, give you guys my opinions on one of these. So I went with this one. Now, this is a very technical fighter. Like, this title reminds me a lot of stuff like BlazBlue, for those of you who know that game, or maybe you call it BlazBlue. I'm not even sure, but this game reminds me a lot of that one, and so I decided, take a look at it, and I'm gonna try to tell you guys my take on this game. We're gonna go into practice mode simply because I want to show you guys the mechanics without getting completely destroyed by the CPU. This is the roster of characters. It will also give you an idea of what the graphical aspect of the game is. As you can see, you have 2D characters. You're going to have 3D backdrops, but to be completely honest, I kind of feel that the backdrops are actually the weaker point of the game. The 2D characters look great, in my opinion. As you can see, you have a lot of females. You have a nice balanced roster, in my opinion. This guy right here, Hyde, is kind of like, if you were comparing this to Street Fighter, I would say that this guy is the Ryu of Inbirth. I'm just gonna call the game Inbirth from this point on because the title is just goes completely over my head. So I'm just gonna call it Inbirth at this point. But you guys know the title is Undernight Inbirth EXE:late, whatever. And then there's a bunch of more characters here. And if this guy is Ryu, I would say that this chick is probably Ken. So these two are seem to me like the main characters that you want to start off with if you're kind of starting things off. But obviously, me being the idiot I am, I started off with a character that is a lot harder to play, which was Yuzuriha. And I actually finished the game with this character on my first attempt, which was actually pretty interesting. But I was playing only on medium difficulty. We'll get into all that later. But now I'm gonna use Gordo, and we will be taken for CPU. It doesn't matter who the CPU is. We'll go random, just random everything. I really like this presentation before the battles, where it shows you a close-up of the characters and stuff. I think that is very well done. However, the text is I'm not a big fan of because it's so small you can barely read the damn thing. So we're in practice mode here, so it's going to give us maximum bars and all that stuff. So essentially, your super's powers are those EXS at the lower left-hand corner. Obviously, that is the EXS for my personal character, and that is what allows you to do powerful moves like this. As you can see, that basically ate away half of my XS. Now, in training mode, obviously, that instantly regenerates. That was a very basic move, but essentially that is your superpower. Now, you can still do regular attacks. This would be the same attack, but on a weaker punch. Let's put it like that. You have 3 different attack buttons. So the buttons that you use to attack in this game are square, which is your just basic attack, triangle, which is slightly stronger, and circle is your most powerful attack. Now, I have to say I really appreciate this because I don't like it when games go into trigger territory. I'm not a big fan of that at all. I like having all of my attacks on the faceplate button. So that was a big plus for me, the fact that you essentially use, square, triangle, circle. And you can do a lot of combos with that, so that's pretty cool. So the X is used to charge up that little thing in the middle there. And that is essentially something that gives you some advantages during battle. I can't really tell you exactly what that does because I honestly don't know. It's called the grind grid. And essentially, it's something that is supposed to keep players on the offensive. But again, it is some really technical stuff. I don't want to get too much into that. But yeah, essentially, you use square, triangle, and circle to do your regular attacks. If you do attacks with circle, like your special moves and stuff, it will consume some of your EXS, as you saw there. If you do special attacks with X, then you will do your super. But in order to do your super, you need to have like the thing all filled up. Like for instance, this guy's super is... I'm not very good at doing supers for some reason. Come on! Oh my god. It's because if you go to the command list, super is that thing over there, infinite worth turbulence. So when you do that, it's going to do something really cool. It's just right now I'm not getting it down. Oh, I'm terrible at this. See, this is the reason why I don't usually cover fighters. Come on. I've done it before, dude. Get it done. It's just not happening. Ah, there we go. That's like the super special attack. Why can I do it now, though? I've done it before. I don't know, I'm just kind of struggling with the controller a little bit right now. But regardless, yeah, that is your super attack, and that will consume all your EXS thing. I don't have a fighting stick, in case you guys are wondering, so yeah. I do believe that probably if you have a decent fighting stick, I'm going to assume it just works fine with the game. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are bored of this at this point, so let's just get into some actual fighting. I kind of explained to you the basic mechanics, so let's actually see how the game animates and how the action goes and all that stuff. So let's go to return to main menu. This was just in training mode, obviously. So the game has a bunch of different modes. You got arcade mode, versus mode. Versus mode will allow you to obviously play local multiplayer if you so desire, and to be completely honest, that is one of the better ways to play these fighters. I prefer local over network. But you do have network mode, which essentially lets you tackle on other players. I did one match in network mode, got my ass handed to me in like 2 seconds. It was not a fun time at all. The other guy just completely comboed me damn near to death. But then again, like I said, I'm not very good at these kinds of games. There's also score attack mode, time attack mode, survival mode, and customized mode, which might get you guys a little bit confused. But essentially what customized mode is there's a bunch of skins that you can unlock. You can also unlock this. This is like your plate that represents you online and stuff. So you can buy icons and stuff with this IP currency. And you gain this IP currency by like playing survival mode and playing the arcade mode and whatnot. And you can also unlock character skins. You see, this, guys, for all you other publishers out there that are like selling skins in DLC, this is how you unlock skins, okay? You get the player to play the game, and then you give them a currency in-game that allows them to just go ahead and buy skins. So, for instance, I've been playing a lot of Gordeau, so I bought a skin for him. But let's say I want to buy a skin, for instance, for Hyde, which are like the only 2 characters I really kind of know how to play. You can go ahead, and as you can see, these are the skins that are available to you. So you can see that there's already a ton of skins here. These skins only change like the color tints and stuff. And then these are the skins that you can buy. So I could buy this Sunlight Red skin and equip it, because I have a ton of IP anyways. And then, I mean, if I want to get more IP to unlock more skins and stuff, all I got to do is just play through the game. So yeah, that's customized mode. There's also replay mode. You can check out your replays and stuff. And the gallery mode, it shows you the illustrations and stuff of the characters. So you can take a look at the opening movies. I'm assuming there's some endings here, maybe? No, this is the arcade opening movie. Huh. Oh yeah, because this game is also in arcades, by the way. In Japan, mostly, I'm assuming. Oh, that is a lot cooler than the opening movie that you just get in the default version. But yeah, that is the gallery mode, and let's actually get into the arcade mode so that I can show you guys a little bit of the story and whatnot. The story of this game revolves around these characters who are essentially gathered into this Hollow Knight thing. And the thing about the Hollow Knight is that essentially these characters, there's one night every month, I think, and these characters kind of just face off against each other and start killing each other. I mean, I didn't pay that much attention to the story, if I'm to be completely honest. So we're going to be playing Gordeau, and this is in difficulty 3. Bear that in mind, because that is going to be important later on. Because I know that when you guys see me play... So yeah, there's these story scenes, and essentially you get these dialogues and they automatically go forward. The dialogues are all in Japanese. I don't believe that you can change the language, at least I didn't see any option for that so far. And essentially, as you encounter these characters, some of them will give you story bits, which will give you, you know, information about the character that you're playing and whatnot, and his inclinations. And as you progress through this, eventually you go fight one character that is called Chaos. And she is like the final boss. She's like the M. Bison of this game. And trust me, that character is real challenging, because usually when you get to her, like, the difficulty scales as you play through the arcade mode. Okay, so if you keep going through here, I'm not going to let you guys see all the story, but this is essentially what the story mode is all about. So they're going to go back and forth, and at the end of the day, they're going to fight, essentially. As you can see, and now we're going to be fighting. And we have this presentation. I really like this presentation thing, though. Oh, wait, I'm actually fighting this dude? Huh. I thought we were going to be fighting the other guy. Okay, so we're going to be fighting this dude. This dude is a beast. The first time I encountered him, he almost killed me. But since we got him very early on, he shouldn't be that tough. So we're going to get in here, just get a couple of attacks off. And basically the way that I tend to do things with most characters is I try to go in with the fast attack, and then I go with the medium attack, and then I just go with the strong attack to finish the combo off. Now you can get combos off real easy in this game, particularly early on in the arcade mode. So the reason why I want to bring this up is because I know that a lot of people are going to say, oh, so it's kind of like a button masher. And to be honest, I play it a little bit button mashing, but like I said, I'm not that good. And you guys might think, oh, but I mean, if you can do all these cool combos and stuff, I mean, these combos aren't that impressive, if I'm being really honest, but if you can do all these cool combos and stuff and whatever, then maybe the game's not that hard. Maybe you can just button mash your way to victory. Trust me, you couldn't be further away from the truth. And as we play through this a little bit, I will eventually boost the difficulty up so that you guys can see what the harder CPUs can bring out. The scythe I carry around feeds on the souls of its victims. If you want to keep yours, I suggest you run like hell back home. So you see, this particular fight that we're going to do now doesn't even have a story component to it. It's just like Gordo's going to fight Nanase, and that's it. That's just someone you happen to meet during the Hollow Knight event. Come on, you can do better than that. The first characters that you find in the night are usually pretty easy. Like once you get to the 5th character, that's when things start getting a little bit more tricky. Just get the boot to the face. Come on. There's also grapple moves, which essentially consist of you pressing square and X. And that gives you, actually I should say square and cross. I always say X for some reason. Blocking is done by just pressing backwards. You can also do this kind of power block if you press back and hold X, which I'm assuming is a more powerful form of block. But like I said, I'm not that great at these games. Now, the animations, as you can see, in my opinion, are pretty good. The characters also have a nice design to them. It's just that these are characters that I've personally never heard of. I'm not sure if this is based off of any manga or anime or something like that, as a lot of these games sometimes tend to be. But I don't think that's the case. I think that the story behind this one might actually be original. Although, again, I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, make sure to mention it in the comments and shove it in my face and whatever. But, yeah, this is the basic gameplay of when you're playing through arcade. But like I said, if you really want to challenge yourself with these kinds of games, I don't think you're going to be playing through arcade all that much. So you can see that there's more dialogue here. Again, dialogue is going to be in Japanese with translations. I'm going to skip through this. And we are now fighting the character that I consider to be Ken. Get grabbed, get thrown. Oh, I don't like that. As you can see, she's beginning to be a little bit more aggressive than the other ones, but she's still pretty easy sauce. Aww. Can I help you? Get punched. Now, an actual character with a better AI would just punish me so hard for every time that I miss a combo that it's not even funny. I was about to kick her into another combo right there. But like I said, chaining combos together is actually pretty simple. If you button mash a little bit, you'll be able to feel your way around the character, which is something that I like. I mean, this game seems to be a lot more accessible than something like, say, BlazBlue, while still maintaining the more technical aspects that a lot of people want from these fighters. Because like you can easily start chaining combos together, and the moves of the characters are usually pretty basic, like even the special moves and whatnot. They're not exactly the same, but they are very similar in terms of the commands that you have to input. Like for instance, let's take a look at the command list of my character, and you can see here you have Mortal Slide, which is essentially like a Hadouken, which is the down, down, forward, and forward, and then any of the A, B, or C, which are square, triangle, or circle. I really wish they would put square, triangle, or circle in there instead of A, B, and C, but whatever. Then you have another one, which is the Grim Reaper, same thing, and then you have Assimilation, which is essentially the exact, well, actually, it's not the opposite, is it? Because you got to go down, and then, oops, what am I doing? Okay, because you got to go down, and then low, left, and then down, down, and, you know, different commands for some characters, but our commands that are pretty basic and usually fairly easy to execute. Oh, I wasn't aware of this one. That is such a cool move. Oh, you actually got the damn grind grid thing. How dare you? How dare you, bastard. Oh, I gotta try this one with the heavy one. Come on. Give me the heavy one. Give me the heavy one. Whoa, that was like helicopter level right there. I had never done that particular move, so that was pretty interesting. But yeah, it's fairly easy to start chaining combos together with you just like mashing buttons, but you actually need to get the feel of the characters when you are playing with them, because these characters each have like a different feel to them. Like I'm not actually playing to the best of my ability with Gordeau, because I'm using kind of the same strategy that I would use with someone as Hyde, which is obviously very different. Come on. Like that. Huh? Again, I really like the animations. I like the sounds. Something that I don't like all that much is the dialogues. They feel like the quality of the voice in the dialogues is a little bit too compressed. I mean, the game isn't huge because I got the digital version and it's like 2 gigs of a video game. But the mechanics are there and the mechanics are solid. The fighting is solid, which is essentially what really matters when you're playing a fighter. So it's all about how much you want to master these character stuff. As you can see, I did say at stage 5 is when things would get a little bit more complicated. Oh, I almost got the air cancel right there. But yeah, you can go all the way to like start analyzing stuff through which frames matter the most and all that. Oh my god, you're just getting wrecked right now, dude. 28 hits? That was awesome. A 28 hit combo right there. But again, we're still not in really hard difficulty. I mean, stage 5 starts getting a little bit more tricky, but it's not terribly more tricky. You can also do hair dashes, which you guys saw me do there. Not all characters have grapple, so this one has a grapple. Other characters might have different moves. This character also on the triangle circle attack has this thing. Other characters have different attacks. So it's like each character has its own different feel, even though the attacks are somewhat homogenized. Come on, dude. What you got? What you got? You need to start stopping that, otherwise I'm going to go ahead and wreck you! Look at him blocking. Block this. Ha, trying to block again. Silly bastard, get kicked in the face! Okay, but I guess you guys get the point here. I don't want to like go through the entirety of the story mode. So I'm going to skip through this, get out, and I'm going to show you that for those of you that think this is a button masher, I'm going to show you what happens when you mash buttons against a CPU that actually knows what it's doing. And I don't think it's going to be... Oops, did I just jump into arcade again? Please don't jump into arcade. Okay. We can go to the options here and just go game settings, game difficulty 5, return. And now we can go, let's go into survival, although I highly doubt I'll survive like even the first one. Let me just check that it actually saved. So let's go into survival. And I'm actually going to play as Hyde so that I can show you guys a different character. So let's go with the suit that we bought for him, no less. Immortalize. Final close. Divide. Okay, so how's that for a start? A little bit different than last time, huh? So this is still the first character in the survival mode, so I'm not sure she's supposed to be terribly hard. Okay, I guess you guys aren't really impressed. I shouldn't come into survival, because survival does make it a little bit easier for you on the very first couple of fights, which was probably the wrong way to go about it. Then again, once I start getting stacked up, I'm pretty sure they're gonna just destroy me. Here's an interesting character who's got all kinds of summons and stuff. I haven't actually played him yet. Oh wow, dude, come on. Come on, dude, I'm trying to advocate for your AI here. Yeah, this is the wrong way to do it. Let's just go versus CPU. Let's see. I just want to make sure that the difficulty is on top still. Okay, game difficulty 5. Wait. Arcade mode rounds versus mode rounds. Okay, we're good. Now let's just go versus CPU mode. And now it should kick in with the difficulty 5. At least I'm hoping. But you guys have seen Hyde, so maybe I should play a different character. Which female character did I play last time? I don't remember. I mean, I don't want to go with her because she's too slow. She's all about range. So I should probably try out NISAmerica. If you press start, it actually lets you pick from a lot of different colors, which is pretty cool. Let's take the Sol NVIDIA, of course, because praise the sun. And the CPU that we're going to take is the guy that I was playing so that you guys can actually see him being played by an AI that actually knows what it's doing. Again, this intro, I really like it. I know it's something very simple, but I really like it. Okay, there we go. Okay, see, I'm trying to spam buttons. I'm trying to make something happen. Whoa, I was able to get a hit in. Oh wow, he countered my grab. What the hell? I didn't even know that you could do that. Oh my god. Just get completely wrecked. You see, this is how you practice for online mode. See, you don't even get a hit. I just put down my controller at that point. That's how bad that was. And again, I don't really know how to play with this character, so it's kind of unfair. You can also do air recoveries, so that's pretty cool. Oh wait, I actually have my thing next out. What's the special on this one? Let me see if it's the same as all the other ones. Atmosphere of the Ether. It would be really cool if I could pull that off. Oh my god! I'm trying really hard to pull off my super special here. It's just not happening. Oh my god, he's just not letting me do it. So see, that is what happens once you start going, you know, like actual, against actual opponents that know what they're doing, and you try to button mash, you're gonna get just completely wrecked. So I'm gonna go to character select, see if I can do something a little bit better here. Let's try to go with Hyde, which is a character that I'm a little bit more adept at, and let's put me against a different character that you guys haven't seen. Like, oh my god, this guy is just wrecking. Let's go against the summon dude though, because he's pretty original. Okay. Let's see if we can get a single hit in here. Damn it, he read my mind. I was doing the exact same thing. Oh my god, if I beat an actual level 5 CPU, I'm gonna be really surprised. Although Hyde is like the character that I've played the most so far, so it's the one that I know the most moves as. Oh yeah, take it! Come on. No, you don't. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think I'd be able to kill a level 5 CPU. Like I said, this character plays itself very much like Ryu. So you actually have that, which is almost like a Dragon Punch. You have that, which is almost like an Hadouken, which is why I'm kind of very familiar with the moves on this character. Just not that familiar with combos, obviously, because those change dramatically. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. I am going to beat your face. Oh, that was awesome. But yeah, as you can see, things tend to get a little bit more complicated once you get into difficulty 5. You can't just completely button mash your way through things. And once you actually get to the online, that's when things start to get really tricky. So let's put ourselves against this dude. I really like this dude because he reminds me a lot of Evangelion, of the EVA 01. His face. Like, look at his face. Reminds me a lot of the EVA 01. Merkaba. I heard that this particular character is extremely powerful. Merkaba. Oh my god. That grab. I can grab you too, you bastard. Oh, I'm just trying to do an air recovery and it's just not happening. Okay, the CPU is just punishing me. It's like, oh, so you beat me once, huh? You thought that was funny? Oh, crap. Look at him just going completely apeshit. What the hell, dude? Grim Reaper! Oh, it's your turn now, boy. Oh, what a comeback! What a beast of a comeback, if I can say so myself. Come on. Second closer. Another thing that I really like is also the soundtrack. The soundtrack's pretty cool. It really keeps you in the fight. Oh my god. Just abusing the crap out of me right now, aren't you? There's also this power-up move that you can do, which gives you a bit of an increase in damage and whatnot. You essentially press all of the buttons in the faceplate. That also allows you to perform special attacks a little bit more freely, like this. Oh my god, he's gonna win it! No! This is probably gonna be the last fight of the video, guys, so cheer for me. Cheer for me! I wanna really just beat the crap out of this Merkaba, come on. Come on, get back, get back, get back. Lose. It's just like impossible to recover from that. Holy crap. I can do better than this. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I want to say this character was heavily inspired on the EVA for sure. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. I want to say that my strategy is very, very predictable. I'm pretty sure you guys see that I tend to just rush in and try to get the combo going, which just makes it very predictable for your opponent at the kind of counter you. Which is, again, the reason why I'm not that great at fighters. But, yeah. This fighter's pretty cool. I like it. I'm not sure if you guys would enjoy it or not. It all depends on whether you like art style, if you like this kind of more technical fighter. I mean, all fighters theoretically are incredibly technical, which is one of the reasons why I've never really covered one before. But you guys let me know. Did you guys enjoy the video? Do you guys enjoy Under Night Inbirth EXE late? I mean, I don't think the title is doing it any favors, but I don't know, it might be a Japanese thing. As you guys can see, you gain IP all the time just for doing anything. I mean, we gain IP just from fighting a couple of CPU matches. So you can do whatever you want in the game. You gain IP, you can unlock more skins for your character, which in my opinion is pretty cool. Network mode has a matchmaking service. I'm not going to get into that because what I had was I have a lot of lag when I play in network mode. Because again, I'm in Portugal. Portuguese ISPs are kind of garbage, so I can't really show you guys network mode properly. You need to have a really good connection for this kind of thing, at least in my personal opinion. If you want to have fun with these kinds of games online, you need to have like a super solid connection, or you always have local multiplayer, which is also an option. But yeah, this is Under Night Inbirth EXE late. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.